Welcome to another Rosie Posie Pondering. Today I'm going to be discussing the Marvel movies and telling you exactly where to find cuss words and scenes that you may not find appropriate for your little ones. I've always felt that the Avenger movies really ought to have cleaner movies because kids want to see them. And when we have little ones, sometimes we don't want them to see those, but we don't want them to feel left out and not get to see the superheroes. So because Marvel has chosen to have superheroes cussing and doing things that aren't necessarily what we would find appropriate, I have decided to go through and find all the places so that you can know exactly where to mute or stop the video and forward through so your children do not see or hear things they should not. I'm going to also post in the comments the list of places so that you will be able to just go through and look at that without having to watch the video if you would like to do that. But you know, for me, if I go to Kids in Mind or if I go to Common Sense Media, it tells me how many cuss words are in there, but it doesn't tell me where they are. So I still have to screen the movie before I can let my kids watch. So that is why I have decided to do this for you so that you don't have to sit and watch through the whole movie before you see it with your kid. You can just watch it with your kid and know that you have a cheat sheet that will let you know where to find these objectionable items in the movies. So the first Marvel movie is Iron Man, and Iron Man is in a tank at the very beginning of the movie, and in that tank there's a man in there that cusses. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds in, and you might want to mute it a little bit before and a little bit after that. I try to be pretty precise, but usually I'll mute it a couple of seconds ahead of time and a couple of seconds afterwards, and that way you have a little bit of time frame just in case, because you don't want to accidentally unmute whenever the actual cuss word's happening. Then Iron Man is one of the Avengers that is kind of a ladies' man. So there's actually more in his movies that are more scenes you don't want your kid to see. I just kind of stand in front of the TV. At 8 minutes and 58 seconds in begins a scene that I found inappropriate. And that does not end until 10 minutes and 14 seconds in. So you'll have a couple minutes of forwarding there. So 8 minutes 58 seconds to 10 minutes and 14 seconds. And then there is a pole dance that's happening in the background at 13 minutes 58 seconds. And that lasts until 14 minutes 18 seconds. And if you don't want your kids to see that. Then at 18 minutes 10 seconds in, Iron Man says something that's, not great, but not awful. So 18 minutes, 10 seconds. Then 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 22 seconds in, the Air Force guy is talking, and he's talking into a communicator, and he says things he shouldn't. Then 1 hour, 17 minutes in to about 17:04, they say in the subtitles, the bad guys are talking, and they're talking another language, so they have the subtitles at the bottom. They actually put the cuss word in the subtitles. So if you have a kid that's too young to read, you're good there. If you have a kid that is reading, then you might want to mute or get in front of the screen or fast forward that section where the bad guys are talking. 1 hour 20 minutes 40 seconds, another cuss word. Talking again on the communicator with Iron Man. That's the 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 40 seconds. There's one guy in particular that tends to do the cussing in this movie. It's kind of Iron Man's sidekick, and he does a lot of the cussing, and he cusses over the comm. 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 15 through about 19 seconds. You have another one, again on the comm. Right after Iron Man takes off, you'll hear that. You'll hear another cuss word. 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 44 seconds through 47 seconds. You'll hear him do that. It's right after he takes off into the air. You'll hear that one. Pepper Potts is real bad about saying the Lord's name in vain. And some people don't really care about that. They may not find that as a problem. If you don't find that as a problem, but I personally don't like that. So Pepper Potts says the Lord's name in vain at 1 hour 49 minutes 11 seconds through about 13 seconds. Bad guy says something that's not really a cuss word, but it's not nice. It's kind of calling people names. That's 1 hour 52 minutes 10 seconds in, and 10 to 12 seconds, somewhere in there. And then there's a scene after the credits. And the scene after the credits, there is a cuss word in that. That's at 2 hours, 5 minutes, and about 30 to 31 seconds. So those are all of your Iron Man cuss words, and I will be posting those as well down in the comments so that you will be able to find those and be able to watch this with your kids without having to screen the movie first. And have a good day.